for your glory. Whoever speaks, as one who speaks oracles of God. Whoever serves, as one who serves by the strength that God supplies, in order that in everything God may be glorified through Jesus Christ. To him belong glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 11, the English Standard Version. The writer of the first book of Peter, in chapter 4 verses 1 through to 11, admonishes believers to take on Jesus' attitude toward suffering. Believers should deem suffering as an expected part of fulfilling God's purpose for them on earth. For those who willingly endure suffering for Christ, chart the path of their lives toward a life free of sin. Even when sinners revile and persecute them and say all manner of evil falsely against them, believers are required to stay alert so that prayer in these end times become a constant companion. Believers are expected to keep loving each other, using God's gifts to serve each other with God's power in and through them. The song Take My Life, written by Francis Ridley Havergal, captures much of what Peter is saying in the text for today, 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 11. All that the believers possess should be used for the benefit of other believers and to bring glory and honor to God's name. That is why when believers put a price on everything, it defeats the purpose for which their gifts were given. Using one's gifts exclusively to make money goes contrary to the spirit of the gospel of Christ. While riches may result from the believer's gifts, the ultimate purpose of the believer's gifts is to benefit others and bring honor to God. It was Jesus who says to his disciples, "As you go, proclaim the good news. The kingdom of heaven has come near. Cure the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the leper, cast out demons. You received without payment, give without payment." Matthew chapter 10, verses 7 and 8. In the same way, believers can expect to use their material possessions, their abilities to speak, and serve as gifts of God's grace. Therefore, they are likewise to be engaged in serving others. Peter's encouragement to the Jewish Christians in the dispersion and the church today is for all the gifts given to be used on God's behalf, with God's strength, and for God's glory. There is no doubt here that as people set apart for God's purposes, believers are fulfilling God's will by serving each other. The songwriter who sang, "For your glory, I would do anything," is correct. Whatever the believers do should be done so all the glory goes to God. Lord, forgive us for the ways in which we have abused your gifts to us. Amen. You have been listening to Morning Manna with Reverend Bonnie EBW Smith, Superintendent of the Moravian Church Antigua Conference and Minister of Christian Education. Have a thankful Thursday. God bless you.